Alright, let's get started. Welcome everyone. And hey Aiden, how are you? Hopefully you're going well. Welcome. Alright, let's just hit the debug mode. I'm wondering if... Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Git pull. Git status. Git checkout. NearBeach static. Wait, we're building it. Alright, cool. Git pull. Sweet. Alright. You're doing well. Just had a strange customer service conversation out there. Oh, define strange. Do okay, yeah. Yes, it's okay, yep. Yeah, you'll definitely get some weird sort of things where you're like, is this a bot? Is this a human? What's going on here? Yeah, I'm glad I'm nowhere near that anymore. Alright, so I want to log in as a team leader. And we've had an issue where someone can't create a new card. So I'm just going to go create a new card. And I'm just going to go new card. And that worked perfectly fine. Alright. Oh, just spotted an issue. Out when we have the banner of payment methods, we accept on the footer of the page. Yeah. It's gonna have another reread. Does it go from top bottom or bottom top? I'm assuming bottom up. Top bottom, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I got that wrong. Started out with credit card methods to them pitching their service. Yeah, and they don't exactly sound human with their writing. Oh, and we're on an ad break. Actually, you know what? During ad time, I'm just gonna do some Duolingo. I haven't done my Duolingo for today. So yeah, very sus. Oh, it wants me to fill out billing stuff? No. Definitely not doing that live on stream. That would be stupid. Alright, let's review some of this. We've got 45 seconds.
Naomi-san, どうぞよろしく。3、どうぞ。
So by Naomi would be
どうぞよろしく。ナオミさん、どうぞ。
oh Janet.
皆
Ah.
さんまた明日。
Alright, Hana-san is Hannah.
また明日。
Oh. Okay, I'm cheating. I'm just cheating.
ケンです。どうぞ。
ナオミさん、じゃあね。
Good evening. And we're back. I'll just stop this. Yeah, we'll just practicing whilst the ads were on. All right, cool. I've got a bug. I can't exactly show that bug at the moment. I just want to replicate the issue. Let's have a look. So they've got it in this format. And they can't add a card. All right. Yeah, that's red flags for me. Yeah, if they started asking other questions and stuff like that, I mean, I'm like, no. Okay, if I actually get rid of new card, archive card, yes. New card. Oh. Oh, I have to refresh to get rid of that. Alright. Oh, the most generic response saying we saw. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best kind of way. If they kind of push it, they're not a customer. Okay. Yep, that's still popping up. There's a duplicate bug at least. Alright, sorry. Bit of a yawn. Okay, I can't replicate that bug someone's given me. And what's actually happening is if I type a new card, it goes, please play a unique card name up there, which I think is what's stated on there. That's really tiny, that text. Very certain that's what's saying there. All right. All right, cool. I have not really planned today's stream, sorry. Someone put a bug request in, but I just can't replicate it. So we are probably going to move on. And we're going to fix a couple of bugs, and then we're going to jump into... So this is... Can't reproduce. Sprints can't show requirement items yet. I've got to go in and actually figure that out. I just haven't done that yet. I need my whiteboard and figure that out. Duplicate user cards. Yeah, I still haven't figured this one out yet. I mean, we can probably figure it out this stream. The one problem is, yeah, making sure things undrag. So, yeah. This way. View sort. Oh, view draggable. So where's the demo? So the idea is if we've got two lists, they can drag stuff across and so forth like that. Everyone's happy with that. But what we need to do is to make sure it doesn't drag onto another list if we don't want it to. That's a handle. I mean, we can also add in transitions. But yeah, I don't know if that's plausible. So yeah, oh, sorry, bit of a yawn. Cancellation support. All right, no, we need that cancellation support. All right. All right, that might be a thing we could do. New planner object wizard. Still using tape. Okay, that's just a redesign thing and so forth like that. So yeah, that's not going to be too hard to implement. Can't drag dates into the initial date. We can probably fix this up. So yeah, let's try this one first. Okay, so I'm just gonna bump this over here. We're gonna go find. We're gonna list sprints. We're just gonna click into a random sprint. This is for in the past. Let's go to the parent. Let's actually create a new sprint. Let's make it for a month. Let's add an object. Let's bump the object into the future. All right, and we notice that it doesn't go any closer to that. Now that might be because we're dealing with the time up here, which is, yeah, that early. And that's why we can't get it any earlier than that. Okay. This might not be a bug. This might be a feature. Okay. But how would I describe this visually? Yeah, well, the idea here is we don't want any of these particular objects to start before the sprint start. However, that being said, we're not disallowing it, if that makes any sense, because a project might be worked on over multiple sprints. So this is one of those things where I'm like, should I reject this in a particular way, or modify the original behavior, or visually tell the person, listen, the sprint starts at this particular time. Which, yeah, it's gonna be one of those things. So, visually, what I could do is I could add in a div element in here with a certain width and a certain pattern being that could kind of relay that, hey, this starts here and so forth like that. Yeah, another thing is I could just ignore it and allow the user to extend and contract this like how they would normally. And then it's going to pop up here being like, oh, these are outside the zone. But that should be fine. I don't foresee that being too much of an issue. Yeah. All right. Let's make the end date over here. So we want to go NearBeach source, JavaScript components. We want under the Gantt chart the Gantt information. We also want the Gantt render row, just because I want to show you guys how this works. So what actually happens is on the render row itself, we've got a mouse down function. So that handles this mouse down function when I click on it. That will go down into mouse down. What will actually happen is it'll emit information upstream about that mouse click or the element it's clicking on and so forth like that. Making sure that the user level is correct. All right, so we go upstream into mouse down. So going up here, we'll have a render Gantt row, and we've got the mouse down and we've got the mouse down. So if we actually go to that implementation, you'll see mouse down actually happens. We also got a mouse move, which is what happens when we move the mouse. And depending if we're doing middle, end, or start, we've got a couple of different things. So if we do, let's update the start first. So we've got the start date equals all of this. So there's our start date. And then our start date, we get the time. Now, we've also got a Gantt start date, which is kind of here. Now, if I have a look at what we've done with the rendering and so forth like that, So if I go into render Gantt days header, and I scroll down. Actually, how did we do this? No, it's not in there. It's actually in the... I did this the other day, and I've forgotten how I did it. Get delta days. Oh, sorry. Initialize get sort of stuff, so it sets. All right. Oh no, I remember how this was a -1 situation. Okay. Get information. If we actually, sorry, get render days header. If we scroll all the way up, it's we had that issue where we needed a -1 because we assumed that index will start at 0. It did not. So we needed to start at negative. We needed to minus -1 for that, and then add a +1 on here. So. What do we want to do? Okay, with get information, when we're doing the mouse move, let's start off with the start. Sorry, the start. So if the start date is less than the get start date, do nothing. So the get start date, this is correct. Excuse me, sorry. But we want to zero that off. And the Gantt start date is in... We open up our trusty tools with our components with the Gantt chart. So the Gantt start date is in this sort of format. All right, I'm going to do something in here. I'm going to have let t equal new date time dot from ISO this dot Gantt start date. Then what I want to do is t dot set, and then what we want to do is hour should be 0, minute should be 0, second should be 0, and millisecond should be 0. I do believe we do this somewhere else. And then I'm just going to go console log t, and then I'm going to go t got ts, I think. Not 100% sure, but we'll figure it out in a second. So it should have compiled by now, so we should be here. So I should open up the console, and the instant I move this one, we get errors anyway. From date time from ISO is not a constructor. Oh, wrong one. And I'm... Yeah, all right. So we just had the new in the wrong place. So I'm just going to refresh. I'm just going to move this. TS is not a function. All right, so I've got to this line. I'm just going to hit refresh. Wait a second, hit refresh. All right, cool. Now I'm going to move this. Sweet. And then what I'm going to do is we've got the start date and end date. So I'm just going to have const start date equals date time dot from ISO this dot Gantt start date dot set, and then we've got hour, 0 minute, 0 second, 0 millisecond to 0, and that should be that. I'm actually going to change this to Gantt start date. Then here, what we're wanting to do is do something like that. And we're going to do something very similar with the end date. And we're just going to do like that, dot set. For this one, hour. Actually, we don't need it for this one, because it's that date. We're not modifying that date at all. All right, so that should have worked here. All right, cool. At the start date is list. Yep. All right, sweet. So we're just going to hit reload. And then now when we do that, all right, cool. It bumps into that date and it automatically tells the user when they switch over. I'm going to say, yep, that is awesome. You guys can't see that. I'm terribly sorry. Let me move this over. So now if I do this, presto. All right. So we hit that date and that should be at the earliest there. Sweet. So what we need to do is modify the other values too. So with the update Gantt chart, actually no, not on that one, sorry. So update start, update middle. Update middle uses, once again, the Gantt start date and Gantt end date. So we're going to utilize this functionality again. So I'm just going to copy. I'm going to paste. And this is Gantt start date.ts. And we're going to use a similar sort of thing for this. So const n Gantt end date equals date time dot from ISO. We're just going to put in this dot Gantt end date. Easy done. And then we're going to set, however, the hour would be 23. The minute would be 59. The second would be 59. And the millisecond would be 1,000, I think. No. All right, cool. Oops. And that's it. Cool. Then we've got to do the end one, which is going to be essentially this code. Update end. Do nothing at the end date is past the sprint date. Yep, that's the one. And hey, Scotty B, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. We're just fixing up a minor issue. Which now allows us to sort of drag and drop these to the very start. It will still flag being like, hey, this particular project is before the start date of the thing, but you know, that's fine. If I hit refresh, I'm going to move this on to the right so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So we should now be able to move this perfect, and we should be able to move it all the way up to the end. It doesn't... Okay, this is a little magician's trick here. It actually doesn't render the end part. You're working on a tablet because my laptop gave up the ghost. Oh, damn. That's not good. How is working on the tablet? Like, are you able to get stuff done on it? I've never had to, apart from testing stuff, and using it for resource in lookup and so forth like that, I've never had to work off a tablet. Like, I used to have my tablet next to me whenever I streamed because I could have all the stats and all that kind of stuff up there. And then Socks would start pressing on the tablet and she nearly raided someone once. You did use your old iPad mini for diagrams. Oh, yep, that's actually a good sort of thing because, yeah, if you got the pen and stuff like that, you can quickly draw out a diagram and so forth. I didn't think of that. I've got the tablet for that. I don't have a pen for my iPad, though, for that. Alright, so what's actually happening here is a little magic trick. Let's wait, this is in Mac mode. There we go. That's better. So it's just not rendering out the whole bar itself. And I'm just wondering if we've got a width set somewhere. Yeah, we do. And we just haven't added in the extra, I think it's 48 pixels into that. Excuse me. And that's it. That's... Oh, maybe... I might need to check out that end date problem. You don't have a pen, but it works. Oh, fair enough. Yep. I think it's is the hard drive, and I do have the old one. I'll be replacing it soon. Fair enough. Well, hopefully everything on that hard drive was backed up and stuff like that, because that's like the worst thing to happen. As a lot of people say, I'm a Apple fanboy. Fair enough. Well, I have an iPad. I've got 2 MacBook Pros, one for work, one personal. So yeah, I'm using the personal one right now. It's actually got the stream running in the stream manager mode, so that way I can actually have a glance at it and see if anything's gone wrong. Alright, so I need to, straight off the bat, I want to actually put in the start date in a friendly date format up here. I also want to put in the end date. If memory serves me correctly, we could potentially do that. If I just copy that, go break, do that here, place that in. I reckon I could do that. That should look nice. Hey Pitfin, how are you? Just saw the message. Yeah, I tried replicating it. So if we open up, I'm in team leader at the moment. Let's go into here and let's add a new card. It always says please supply a unique card name. So if I go card 1 in here, I can add that in. And then if I go card 1 in here, it'll stop me from adding it in. does not exist already. And it won't let you add a card in. Can't add in any cards at all. Oh. Could you tell me what version you're on? If you go to the dashboard, scroll down, you should see NearBeach version in the footer. You call it pip meow meow and it won't let you add it. Ooh, alright. Let's focus on why this is happening. Your project was on GitHub. Other stuff is not that important. By the way, it was a 2013 MacBook Air. Holy hell. That is one old machine. Yeah, that's extremely old. I thought my, I'll just go over here. So, oh, you can just see it. So right there is my old computer. I used to stream on this, and then a bunch of ways of how to hack CPUs happened, and it went from 4 gigahertz down to 2.4, and it ended up struggling very much. I thought that was old. 03121. Oh, all right. And you should be using the CDN. Yeah. And I haven't changed anything too much around the Kanban board. Your 211 Mac Mini is old. Holy hell. Well, it's nice to hear that people still hold on to their old equipment. I can replicate it every time. I can't put cards in. Oh, all right. Okay, and there's no network traffic, which kind of makes sense. So if I bring this up, let's bump the let's bump this to the bottom. I'm going to put network up. When we add a card in, it actually checks locally. So that's all done locally, which is why there's no network traffic. Okay. Let's bump that to the left. Could you disable cache? Do you remember how to open up the network tab and disable cache? And then do a hard reload? The other thing is there's one or two solutions. We get knock on. He does a upgrade to 3123. All right. Version deployment 3121. Yep. All right. This is weird because I can't replicate it. This particular version is equivalent of 3123. And I'm just wondering why. Because the idea is when you go in, there won't be a network call for checking this because it just checks what it's got on the list. Yeah, could you update and try? Because I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, you should be able to add the card in. All right, cheers, thank you. We'll get to the bottom of it. And I'm assuming you're using the CDN, which is fine. All right. Now we've just got to do this. Let's add in the end date into here, and let's pretty up these dates and make them look nice. On PC, you can check anything you need. All right, sweet. Nocturnal's going to do an update first, so we'll wait for that update to happen, and then we'll start testing. Because when he does that update, we'll be both on the same version. I keep dropping my whiteboard marker. All right. And don't forget to drop everyone. I'm doing Toby tripod. Okay, so we want sprint information. So we've got start date here. What we'll do is we'll just do that and go end date. We'll add in a breakpoint at the end. Oh, that's a lovely looking flamingo. I'm just waiting to... I don't know if that's 40 seconds behind or... It didn't make it. No, I didn't make it. All right, yeah. All right, so what we need in here is the nice mix in. So we've got to get the theme mix in. So import get nice date. I keep forgetting what we called it. Date time mix in. I think we just call it get date time mix in. I think we just called it from mix ins, date time mix in. All right, sweet. It was your very first pixel emote. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like it. Little flamingo. So, yeah. All right, so that is working. Props. Mix-ins. In here, we need the date time mix-in. Sweet. Then up here. Now, I'm just trying to remember what format this is in because it depends what mix-in we use. So we've got the get note. We got it from int. I think it's just the... Yeah, it's just in that format. Yeah, get nice date time. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to have to put this on a secondary line. Get nice date time. Like so. Like so. All right. Okay. That looks a lot better. I've just realized that I put in that. It should be... There we go. Perfect. All right. Waiting just a half a second. Hitting reload. So the 24th of June should be showing. We do have the 24th of June showing. We don't have this bumping over into it though. At 12 a.m. Okay, cool. So now we need to figure out the width of this and how we're going to get it. I've absolutely forgotten how I did that. Okay. So that's the render bar. But if we go over here, render bar stops there. And our width is at the get row information. if I untick that, that's still doing that thing. All right. Those are fine. Oh, getting an error. Crypto.random UID is not a function. New toast. Oh. All right. I'm just wondering if my deploy process failed. Okay, let's double check that. And what I'll do is I'll get out my test environment up to that version. So give me 2 seconds. I'm just logging into there. I'm clicking on that. I'm going app services, NearBeach test. And then I'm going into deployment center. This says it deployed the static files fine. Oh, the test is well behind, 23. Alright, I'm also going to up the demo at the same time, which is on 17. And my prod should also be on the latest. You put a UUID in the card name to make sure it's unique. Ah, yep. All right. Okay, new features, NearBeach. I'm not worried about that. That's just because for some strange reason the network's slow. Alright, so that should be fine. Let's add in a new card here. That was weird. Alright, I'm just flipping this. Let's do what you did, gen UUID. All right. So I'm going to throttle this. That warning did pop up very slightly, but it still added the card in. Just double checking I'm on the correct version. Oops. No throttling, please. Yeah, I'm on 31. Okay. Get that error every time you hit. It's not a function, new toast. Alright, let's actually search in this auto.random. There we go. Upload tests. Toasts.vuex. This is compiled code. All right, there it is. Oh, there's one of them, but that's for the diagnostic upload test, not for the toast. Should be on a new line. All right, cool. It's not a function. Add Kanban card. You've got it for diagnostics. Toasts. Is it failing because of this? What browser are you using? Firefox. This should work in Firefox. Because, yeah, it should give you something like that. And that is a function. Safari on phone. All right. Give me 2 seconds. We have Safari on iPad. Sorry, I shouldn't actually key my passcode in whilst everyone's looking. All right, minimize that. Safari. Okay, let's go into this screen. Because what I can do is I can... Don't worry about that. I was testing something for someone else. Okay, let's go into test. That's the wrong site. Okay. I need to get this closer for everyone. Sorry. That is just me shaking everything around. Alright, cool. Need a little thing for this. Ooh, what's our demo again? Same error on Chrome. Okay, I can test this on Chrome. Okay, it's just demo. All right, so it's logged in. Okay. It's worked for me. All right. Let's figure this out. All right. Now I'm having technical problems with the camera. Okay, this is weird. Cause it's saying crypto.random UUID is not a function, but we can see here crypto.random is. I am going to Google this. The red message is on when the toast load disappears when we type, but comes back when we hit enter. All right. Okay. Okay. UID is not a function. We're also going to all right, so I've got fallback methods. Sorry, when the pop-up message appears. Red message is on when the toast loads disappears, but when we type it out, but it comes back when we hit enter. Yeah, that I spotted that one just before. However, that message just pops up because we've added stuff into it and we haven't fully processed that. I think that's more of a race condition. So we're going to go into demo.nearbeach.app. Could you either one of you log into the demo app and try and replicate the issue? Because yeah, it pops up successfully. And let's double check that this has migrated. Yep, 031.23 5.06. All right. I'm just... Yeah. I'm just wondering, yeah, I think you're hitting this sort of thing. Because that would make sense if it breaks here when it's creating the toast. We only have it in a couple of places. Sorry. So random UUID. So it's on the toast. We're ignoring the nearbeach.min. We're ignoring the diagnostic.min. We're ignoring the test.html. We've got the toasts on VueJS. Oh, that's the .js. And then we've got the diagnostic upload test. Worked okay on the demo. Huh. I was meant to click on... I'll just go over here. Okay. Oh, did I just get logged off? Oh, I must have been in another tab. Oh no, I was in Chrome, that's why. Alright. Alright, so... Hey. Nocturnal, could you look at the NearBeach.min.js? Does it match that? Actually, no, that's not meant to match that. Ignore that little, that link. Why am I using... I don't know how I'm using that and why I'm not using the CDN. Because I got debug mode on. Alright, shoot. So, prod.nearbeach.app. cnnearbeach.org 03123. Yeah, alright. Debug is false for the NearBeach demo. So I should be using... Okay, that's weird, really weird. Okay, yep, that makes sense. That doesn't. And I've got debug false, so if I jump into here and I just type in a URL wrong, yeah, this is NearBeach demo. Yep, alright. I'm just turning off debug mode. We'll get to the bottom of this. Because I want to be able to replicate it. Because yeah, I have a feeling it's this... Not just this line. This line will also have the same problem. I have a feeling it's this. What other things create those toasts? No, it doesn't. Yeah, could you try it with debug mode on? And what I'll do is, I'm trying to wait for this to... There we go, cool. So debug mode is now off on here. Let's open up Chrome again. Let's go to demo.nearbeach.app. Let's try and replicate it again. I'll just click on that card because that should take me straight to the Kanban board. I'm just going to close this. I'm going to add new card. I'm going to go hello world. I'm going to hit add card. And that still adds card. Alright, and the laptop is currently upgraded to Linux Mint. I was on Arch, by the way. I may stay on Mint for... I can't read that last text because it's... I've got icons above it. Which for a bit. Yeah. I haven't used Mint before. I just stuck with vanilla Ubuntu, and I kind of liked it. But yeah, use the distro you like. Okay. Yeah, I am just going to double check the network. Let's hit reload. Let's close Chrome because that will annoy the hell out of me. Let's go into here. Let's go into NearBeach min cdn nearbeach.org cdn nearbeach.org 03123 03123 NearBeach nearbeach min.js. So they're the same. And you guys aren't having pip on the demo site again. Could you try that again? I just want to know if you can replicate that issue. Because this will either cut out the yeah, it'll cut out the CDN being a problem or not. Alright, I'm gonna generate another one. I'm gonna copy. Actually, I'm gonna do this again on my iPad very, very quickly. I'm gonna hit reload. Now it should be I've just been able to replicate it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's go to network. Disable cache. Yeah. I think not all the files got pushed, which is why the demo was working when it was in debug mode. And then when we switched it to the debug off mode, it started using the CDN. I wonder what's missing from the CDN. I might have to do an emergency push. Okay, let's see if I can replicate it here. So let's list all objects. Simple Kanban board. So I tried creating the card L card. I can't see any in there, so I'm just gonna do that, and I'm just gonna add card. Oh, but I added it here. But I've still got a please wait as we create the card on this one. But then it just did it that time. Let's try and replicate that again. No, it did it that time. Oop. And thank you very much for the follow, White Panther. How are you going? Yeah, we're just debugging at the moment. So, yeah. And yes, I don't know. Yeah, welcome. I think it's because I don't stream when you're on, but you start streaming a little bit later. I don't know. So yeah, welcome. How are you going? We are debugging at the moment, so we're having that thing where it works on my computer, but then it doesn't, and then it does, and yeah. All right. So if we add a random card in here, let's start using the UUID. I like that idea. Online generator. All right, let's just copy this. We're just gonna paste it in. I'm gonna hit add card. That took a second, but it loaded up. Whereas before, yeah. And you have other work to do. Ah, fair enough, yep. Yep. You're good, thanks. I found the weirdest, most unexplainable bug ever, and because of how weird it is, I can't think about anything else. Yes, yeah, I think this is this same sort of situation. So, essentially, both Pip and Nocturnal can replicate this bug. However, I can't, except that one time where I just did it on my iPad, and then I can't now replicate it. And I don't know what's going wrong. I think it has something to do with this particular command. So I use this command, the crypto.random UUID, in two places in NearBeach. One with the toasts, where I create a random UUID there, so there's no clashes of the toasts. And in another place, which is in the diagnostic upload tests and stuff like that. So, yeah. The same house with the same stuff. Yeah, fair enough. On the same instance. So they shouldn't be treated as independent samples. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one. All right, Nocturnal. You've got admin. Let's see if we trip up with this here. So in the diagnostic tools, if I don't have admin on the demo. Let's actually open up my local. Oh, and thank you very much for the follow, Glassy Boy. Oh, I am terribly sorry. I don't actually have the cats with me today. They're actually at my partner's place. So, yeah, I'm terribly sorry. Nocturnal, can you give a refund, please? Try to turn on debug, still fails. Yeah, my partner's currently looking after both cats. So, yeah. Alright. Now, the other place we've got this is the upload document test. In which case, we upload a document. Oh, hold on. That might be a 500 error because I haven't actually turned on my Minio. Yeah, but thank you very much, Glassy Boy. Socks would have definitely appreciated it. Trust me. So, yeah. But yeah, she's currently at a different castle. So, yeah. She does love the snackies. Nocturnal, could you do an upload test? Because that will hit the same random UUID generation. Okay. Oh, I got an error creating card. Ooh, the plot thickens. Alright, I'm gonna refresh this page, menu, add new card. I'm gonna put in A, and I'm gonna add new card. That added it. You don't have Minio set up either. Did I add cornstarch to the plot? Sorry, I just don't know the context around that. Had to reinstall my Pies a while back, but never got to set up Minio again. Okay. And to answer Legendary Cerberus what Minio is. So, if you know what... the plot thickens. Cool. Sorry, yeah, I didn't make that connection in my head. Minio is a sort of open sourced version of S3 and Kubernetes native online storage and stuff like that. So what I have running on my local for testing purposes is essentially a equivalent of an S3 bucket. That way I can upload stuff and delete stuff and so forth like that. So as you see, all of these are up here and so forth like that. So yeah, it's just an alternative to S3 and Azure's blob storage, sorry, not blog. Yeah, local S3 capability. And how are you, Legendary Cerberus? I hope you're going well. Me too, I like storage too. My computer behind me is going to be a NAS in hopefully next month. Most importantly, you can self-host it, yeah. So yeah, this is technically self-hosted. It's just I've just got a basic sort of setup for testing NearBeach's ability to connect to S3 storage. Bought a few Python books, oh nice. It's been a while since I bought a few. So, yeah, I should. Your friend sent the Uni Super story the other day. I know. It's slowly coming out. It's been a little while now. So, yeah. Okay. They're expensive, probably about 130 Canadian total for 3. Ooh. Yeah. That's what I like about my Kindle is I bought a couple of textbooks and it pretty much paid off the Kindle straight away. Apparently their backups were 2 weeks out of date. Ouch. Yeah, that's probably why they're still probably freaking out. Alright. Let's go back into this. I don't have Safari on this, but I do have Safari on my other computer, which is right next to me. So I am going to double check this. Oh, one other thing. Are you guys on Mac or Windows? I'm going to double check it on here. Windows 10. Okay. Oh, fair enough. Yep. You have a lot of Python ebooks, but I'm an honorary boomer and I like my physical books. Fair enough. You can see right behind me that I too like my physical books also. I think when it gets, for me, when a book gets to a certain thickness, that's when I go, alright, I'm reading that on the Kindle. Just because thick books kind of scare me. So yeah, it's just... Alright, simple Kanban board. I'm going to get another UUID. Okay, I'm going to add new card. I'm going to place it into here. I'm actually going to put this in progress. And that was successfully success. That I can't speak. All right. Okay. I'm just having a little think. What could be causing this? Don't know. You still get the issue with the local static files. Oh, what issue was that? What I want to do is I want to move Chrome like this. And not being able to create a card. Okay. Yeah. Which I've only been able to replicate once. Okay. Okay. Does it still work on the demo for you guys? And we are on the 2013 5.1 MacBook Air with 128 gigabyte hard drive. Oh, that's tiny. But it's better than my 8-inch Samsung tablet from 2015. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I keep forgetting how small the hard drives are. And welcome back, Ramforth. Welcome, welcome. I hope all's going well. We are currently doing tech support, so we've got an issue where, and I've been able to replicate this once, technically twice now, because I did get the red toast being like, can't create that that thing. Yeah, but I can't create it here. So if I delete all this and I just go new card, let's go in here. Let's generate. Wait, I wanted this. Let's place this in here. You know what? I used the wrong copy and paste. Sorry, been on a Mac all day. Let's do this highest. Let's put this in progress, and I go add card. That still adds it in. The rig drops. Yeah, yeah, it works on demo. You'll get another 500 gigabyte for $39 soon. Oh, good. And we're using the same. The next things I can think about. Could you log off and log back in? I don't think that will have anything to do with anything, but we'll find out. Is there a way to turn minification off for the static files? Technically, yes. If you've got it in demo mode, what you'll need to do is you can compile the... you should be able to compile the static files for NearBeach. And that is just as simple as npm run watch to do it in to put it in debug mode. That should work. And because you've got the Django in debug mode, it'll use those generated files. But yeah, I think Judging from your error before, I think it's hitting this and it's failing on your browser for some strange reason. Now, worst case scenario, we can actually change this tonight, and we can change this very, very quickly, and I can do a very quick hot fix to get this to work. Logged out and logged in, still can't. All right. Because yeah, crypto. It's meant to be part of the browser now, I think. Looking at crypto object doesn't have. Ooh, all right. I do on my version of Chrome. I'm sorry, that's really tiny text. I want to open up this. I'm gonna shove this to the left. I'm gonna go console. So if you go crypto dot random UUID, do you, in your browser, do you see that, or does it come up with an error? I get undefined. All right. Let's do a hotfix. Where's that? Okay, cool. I think you got that. Const crypto equals required crypto. You can use random bytes. You can use a UUID version 4 instead of crypto. So I could easily fall back onto this. Well, without the brackets, I will get function. And I got function in here too. So, yeah. You have random bytes? All right. It leaves the little drop. Yeah, it's. I think it. Once it times out, everyone can drop back in. I think. I'm just gonna fix this up. There we go. All right, so. Now, I have not used random bytes before. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to paste it in. Oh. I don't have random bytes. Okay. You can use UUID version 4 instead of crypto. So let's... Oh, yep. Get random values. Yeah. All right. So let's have a look at this. I think we'll probably need a library. I didn't want to use something like this, just because if it was built into the browser, I would use what's built into the browser and stuff like that. But it looks like that's not necessarily true on everything, and I'm just wondering. Oh yeah, all good, all good. I am just having a quick look at my console over here. So sorry, crypto dot Random UUID. It works for me. And yeah, all right. Nocturnal. What operating system are you on again? Because I've got Linux and I've got Mac. I don't have Windows to test this on. Okay, cool. So what we want to do is we want to install this. Let's have a look at this. When was published 2 years ago? Oh. Okay. I can't log into my Works VM from here to test something. Okay, let's... When was this one put in and looked after? 8 months ago. All right, so that will be better. That's kind of what we want. Sorry, let me read up on chat. For crypto random UUID, yep. My Chromium version is 1.25 and it says it should be available in Chrome from 92. Yeah. Alright, so Stormix Dev, welcome. So essentially we've got a random problem where this will produce a an error. Being like random UUID is not a function. And that's actually causing massive issues with people trying to create Kanban cards. Now, the problem is I can't replicate it properly. I did kind of replicate it on the iPad, but then it just kept working. So, yeah. Whereas both Pip and Nocturnal can replicate that bug. So what I will probably do is I'll have to cartwheel and use something different instead of crypto. So yeah, this is a bit of a doozy. The good news is I'm only using this crypto.random UUID in 2 places, so we can easily replace it with something like this. Yeah. Yeah, but when Nocturnal actually went into the console and typed in crypto.random UUID, leaving it like that, normally we would get what's the function and then like that, but he got undefined. So yeah. If you're not on the NearBeach tabs, oh. All right. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's really odd. Okay. That is actually a really good point. I don't think I do polyfill, but we can have a quick look. Yeah, I don't think I do any polyfilling at all because I'm not supporting IE or any old browsers. But I shouldn't be. However, that being said, Webpack was set up a long time ago, so let's have a look. Webpack polyfill plugin. Let's see if we should be able to go polyfill. Let's untick that. Let's actually tick that. Maybe we are. And I'm just not okay, it's definitely not in there. Yeah, we've got that. That's fine. The watch one. Yeah, that's fine. Packages. Webpack version. Right at the bottom. 576, and we haven't actually changed it in a while. Breaking change, less than 5 used to include polyfill for Node.js. Call modules by default, this is no longer the case. Verify if you need this module and configure a polyfill for it. Okay. Yeah, we're on 5.76. And usually a lot of this is I set and forget. Okay. VueJS Webpack crypto.random UID is not a function. You ran away from Webpack because of it? Oh, fair enough. Alright, this is part of parcel. Nocturnal. The window.crypto.random UID is only available under the HTTPS context. Are you... That would explain it? Oh, alright. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm running local. This is local host. I don't know why it's allowing me to still do it. So if I go crypto.random UID, it still does it for me, and it still works for me on my local host, even though that's not... that was your first message? Oh, it is too. Sorry, Stormix. I missed that message completely. Thank you very much. You literally hit the nail on the head. Secure context. This feature is only available in secure HTTP in some or all supporting browsers on the dock. So yeah. It's not localhost for yours. For mine. Yeah. All right. And I don't think I can scale down to just HTTP on demo. I think, yeah, it automatically goes to HTTPS. Look at adding a self-signed. Yep. I'm also trying to think, because it is in two places. We could potentially do a fallback method. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, might be worth adding something about that in the self-hosted section. Yeah. I'm just wondering if I could have a fallback. Yeah. I mean, we can always create our own fallback because it'll be in this format. It just won't be as secure. And this is where we have to determine crypt. All right, so we do this on the toasts. So that's perfectly fine not having the most secure random UUID generation there whatsoever. In fact, that could actually be just a random number. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's the min file, that's the min file, that's a compiled file, that is compiled file, and then the diagnostic upload test. Once again, this doesn't need to be a secure sort of this doesn't need to be as secure as that. So yeah, we can easily have a fallback with these. Yeah, it should be fine. Because yeah, this the diagnostic tool, all that does is it just creates a file that has the UUID in there and it uploads it. And then you download that file to make sure that the uploads work and make sure the downloads work and make sure that the ID inside that file matches up with the ID on the page itself. Yeah. So in all reality, that could be a random number. We don't have to worry about it being ultra secure. So yeah. Okay. So I probably won't lean on this per se. Because it's one extra sort of library we've got to worry about, and so forth like that. So what I want to do is I'm going to close this, going to close this, going to close all of this, and I'm going to go JavaScript try catch. So we kind of want to do something like this. Non-existent function. And then like that. However, what I want to do is, let's say, let UID equal nothing at the moment, non-existent, and then UID equals Bob was here. Otherwise, console error, and then UUID equals Bob didn't get me a present. Sad face. Damn it, Bob. Let's just run that. Oh, it looks like it doesn't. All right. Yeah, I want to check if the value is undefined. So what I would do is crypto dot random UID equals undefined. Then we set it up here with the workaround. Otherwise, we've got the perfect workaround. I think that's how we're going to have to do it. Okay, cool. I'm just going to close all tabs. We're only going to focus on the toasts.js and the diagnostic tool test. So this now sadly becomes a let. Okay. If crypto dot random UUID does not equal undefined, then we have UID equals crypto dot random UUID. All right, cool. Else, and this is where we've got to get yeah, we need something like this for us. Maybe make a new util random UID and call in both places to do. Okay, yeah, I like that. We can do that with a mix-in. So source JavaScript mix-ins. Let's call this one random3. Joking. Random mixin dot JavaScript, and then export default. I keep forgetting how these mixins are set up. Export default. Yep. All right. Cool. And then methods. Yep. Sweet. Methods, and then we've got our function name and so forth like that. All right. Cool. So get UID like this, and then in here get random string, which is in here like this. Okay, cool. So and then we'll call it get UID like so. In here we'll need mixins, import random mixin. How am I importing our mixins again? Yeah. From yep, cool. And then I would do mixins like so, and then we've got in here random mixin. Okay. So that should be fine if I go this dot get UID. Perfect. Okay, cool. If user is Okay. Issues with crypto.random UUID. If user is on HTTPS, it won't work. This is the workaround. So if crypto.random UUID undefined, okay, HTTP, then return cool. So we'll return the random string generation. Otherwise, we'll return crypto.random UUID. Okay, and I'm just going to go HTTPS. I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to paste it at the bottom. And essentially, we've got make ID with length and so forth like that. We're going to change that drastically. What we want is const characters equals A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all we need. And then what we want, const character length. Don't know if we really need that. We might get rid of that one line. All right, and then loop through to create random 5 string. All right, cool. While counter is less than 5, we do this. We've just got let counter equal 0. Yep, cool. Yeah, I'll probably get rid of this one. And then what we want is ooh, we haven't done results yet. So results plus equals characters, so character at math.floor, not flood, math.random times, yeah, we could just go characters dot length here. That's fine. We can get rid of that one. What we can do is we can bump that like that. That looks a little bit better. And then all we're doing is returning results. And then we can get rid of that. Now, I feel like I can make this a lot easier. I feel like I'm not going to call this anywhere else. The one reason why I set this up is because I could have this set out here and we can call a random 5 string. I don't think this is going to get used. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. If crypto.random UUID works, works on browser, use that by default. So if crypto.random, I marked all of that up, crypto.random UUID does not equal undefined, return the crypto.random UUID. All right, cool. So we get rid of all of this. And then we state crypto random UID did not work. Default is to manually create UID. And then it's essentially just this. And we just cut it out. Paste it in. All right, sweet. Yeah, that's just something simple. All right, so that will be this dot get UUID. What we're going to do is we're just going to copy this. We're going to make sure it works. Where is that? We're just going to open up a console. What we're going to do, yeah, we're just going to copy this. What we're going to do is have let A function A. All right, so now we can call it. Did I not do that right? Am I having a moment? All right. You know why? I'm not doing C equals B. Not, shoot. All I want to do is I want to test this out. So C. Okay. Out of memory. Am I doing an infinite loop? Yeah, I've got an infinite loop. That's it. Oh, I can do the plus equals. Hey. All right. Yeah, I could. I could. I just like to see the world burn whenever I screw up a while loop. All right, so A should now give us something like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, sweet. It's not the base. All right, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So loop through to create random. I'm going to say 6 string. So for int. For var I equals 0. Actually, that should be a let nowadays. I being less than 6 and I plus plus. And what we could do, actually I don't know if we can do this in, let's go Let's refresh. Alright, no, that won't work. Okay, good thing I double checked that. So what we want is essentially these 3 lines. We loop through. We've got the iterator here, and it should just return everything like that. All right, cool. Let's go copy. Let's go function C, and let's just add this in. Paste. And if we do C, yeah, we're getting perfect. All right. Cool. All right, that is simple. Now, ooh, how can I import it into here? We actually don't have... All right, from import random mixin. Actually, it will be import. I think. Not 100% sure. And then it'll be get UUID here. All right. So if I go into list objects, let's go into Kanban board. I go new card. I go testing card. Add card. That's doing that. So console, mixins, random mix, webpack module, get GUI ID is not a function. All right. And we have declared it as a function there. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I might do that in a second. I just want to get this fixed up first. Right, this dot. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, 6. Use method from other class. Oh, I have a feeling I've got to do this in 2 places. Okay. Yeah. Does it have to be in a class? I'm just wondering because of the mix-ins. That's my only concern. I'll tell you what. Let's play around with it. Let's do this. Let's export default. So if we get rid of default and then export get random ID, and at the moment no, it doesn't like that. Like so. Then in here. Hopefully. Ah, all right. Yep. Cool. That I can do. All right. So export function, that will then deal with a string. Sweet. We won't worry about this just yet. We just need to make sure that the mix-ins will still... It'll still work with the mix-ins. Oops. Alright, so get random ID. That should work in theory. If we go into the date... Not the datetime mix-in, sorry. This will no longer work. But if we type in this dot get, all right, cool. So if I remove this as a mix-in now, and then I have import get random ID from I'm not sure. If this still works, then we're now cooking with gas or cooking with induction. All right, I'm just gonna wait a couple of seconds and then I'm gonna hit reload. Ooh, module pass, unexpected token. You may need an appropriate loader to handle this file type. Currently no loaders are configured. Where is that one? All right. We must have refreshed in the middle of it compiling. Not a problem. All right, cool. Feature flag view prod hydration mismatch is not explicitly defined. You're running EMS builder version of Vue, which expects these compile time flags. All right, it's just going to ignore that for a second. I'm going to go new UUID. I'm going to go add card. that added it in perfectly fine. All right, cool. The next sort of test we've got to do is the diagnostic information. I'm going to move this to the right. Down here, we've got the upload test. Sorry, could not upload document, error, Axios, request failed, 400. That is a bad request. Okay. Yeah. It's actually trying to do native code. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's got the code in there. Whereas we wanted the document itself, so this didn't work as expected. And I'm just wondering if we're having the other problem too with that. Missing the brackets. Yeah. I might have to revert all this. It's probably trying to pass the function. Yeah, which is weird. So what I can do, console log get random ID. Let's find out. Let's have a look. I think that should be enough. So we do. All right. Hang on a moment. Get random ID. Function random UUID. Return crypto. Yeah, there's our mistake. All right, cool. Go wait a couple of seconds now. Hit reload. We'll just reload. There we go. All right, cool. And it sent up that ID. And then if we click to download it, it'll download the diagnostic test and those IDs will match. No, they don't. Those IDs will match. All right, cool. Something very simple. So that should now work perfectly fine. I'm just going to make the massive assumption this will work perfectly fine. We can get rid of all of this. We can add in an extra line there. We can call that a hotfix, and I can push this hotfix right now for you. That won't be a problem. All I need to do is git checkout. Actually, git remove NearBeach static. There's method to my madness. Bear with me. Because at the moment I was also doing Gantt chart stuff, so what I want to do is I want to upload git add. We want to add this one. Don't want to add this one yet. Don't want to add this one yet. We want to add this one. And we want to add this one. So those are fine. npm run prod. And what I can do is I can get this fixed out right this second. All right, git add NearBeach static. So we should have, okay, cool. Git commit hotfix issue with random, crypto. Not working on HTTP. All right, cool. All right, so oh yeah. In this sort of case, it's just those two files I just needed to exclude for the moment. Everything else we worked on for this patch. So yeah, that's just for the get information, the sprint information. Very minor changes at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna go in here, do pull request, fix, I just did the Mac copy and paste. Oh, I should, oh, we haven't done any, structural changes, so both the unit tests should all run perfectly fine. So, I am going to just paste this in. I'm just going to go home, and I'm just going to go fixes. We want to create 0.31.24. 0.31.24. All right, we've set this as pre-release, create it. All right, sweet. I'm hoping this works for you, this update. It will take about 30 minutes to deploy, but here's the run. And then hopefully in 30 minutes, we've got good news. I will be right back. Sorry, I just need to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I won't be long. All right, I am back. So, yeah, Hopefully my changes to GitHub Actions don't cause issues with the Docker upload. Well, I did release 0.31.23 with those changes. So, yeah. Hopefully these will also, this release will also work, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did the... Uh-oh. Now that I think about it, I might have looked at it and not... I'm pretty sure I pulled it in. Yeah, I did pull it in. Yeah. Yeah, I had a look at it, was like, alright, cool, read the info you sent with it. Thank you very much, by the way. And yeah, pulled it in and did a couple of bug fixes and then decided to hit two birds with one stone with a release. The label is there. Awesome. So yeah, this is all fixed. Oh, and thank you very much once again, Stormix Dev, for pointing that out. We're sorry we missed the first comment you put in. You hit the nail on the head. So yeah. And we've just done a fix. So yeah. The label's there. Oh. Is that what the label looks like now? Uh-oh. Where is that? Oh, missed the closing brackets. Ah. Oh, it looks good here. That's in the metadata. All right. I don't know how to get to the metadata in here. Okay, that's fine. All right. Deploying static files. Hopefully that will only take 10 more minutes. But you missed off the end of the version. Oh. Oh, yeah. Cool. All right. I'll put that over there. Let's get back into sprint stuff. So we have this ending on the 24th at 12. And then we have this sort of error. Hang on a minute. I need to do something. Actually, this is... We fixed this one. Sorry, I've just got to do a bit of administration whilst I still remember. Otherwise, it'll be one of those cases where I forget about it and then I be like, oh, why did I do that? Okay, cool. Let's change that to 26. Update filter. Let's go 26 and then go save. Okay, cool. Let's go into our custom fields. Docker Podman inspect should show you. All right. Hang on, I need to edit that whole... All right, so NearBeach application, I want versions. I want to, so we've just released this one and we're going to archive it. All right, cool. So that means we're currently 11 patches off the most patches we've had in a minor release. I think it's called, hang on. I want to make sure I get the words correct. Yeah, all right, cool. So our largest patch version inside a minor release is 35. We've just done 24. That's it in this CLI. Don't know how to use it in the GUI. Oh, fair enough. I just use the GUI. It's downloading it. The latest. I wouldn't know where it is either in here, but somewhere. All right, cool. So yeah, just done that. We're going to bump over into here. So can't drag the dates into the initial day. So this is the bug we're working on at the moment. So we've got the problem with the ending hiding like that. And I've got to figure out why. So if we bump into this, the only thing with a width is this, and if we do 450 pixels, all right, no, that's the wrong thing we're changing. Definitely the wrong thing. So the get row, it's this one here. I don't know why it stops there. No, that's not it. This is going into that thing. Oh, I think I know it. I think I know the bug. Alright, so if we close all tabs, minimize everything, let's open up this. Let's open up the source JavaScript components. Let's open up, so it's this end date, the render component. So Gantt chart, render Gantt row. So render bar. Hang on, let's go up to the top. We've got our date pickers and stuff like that. And then we've got the bar itself. So we've got bar width. And if we go to this implementation, you'll notice that with the end date, we've got a condition. So if the end date is greater than the Gantt chart end date. So what we need to do, that Gantt chart end date ends at 12 o'clock. So that's why there's a line there. And what we need to do is make sure it ends at the end of it. So the start date is 6 p.m. over here, and that's why we can get this all the way over here. And it'll work like that. Perfectly fine. But if we move this back a day or two and continue, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. So we just need to add on that 11 hours and something like that. Okay, so what we need here is adjust the end date to the end of that particular day. So what we want is const can't end date equals date time this dot date time dot from we don't have date time in here, do we? No, we don't, but that's easy to do. Now I'm just remembering, this is in milliseconds, so won't be ISO, it'll be from millis. And then we set the hour to be 23, the minute to be 50, the hour, yeah, the minute to be 59, the second to be 59, and then the millisecond to be 9999. And then in here, we do that. Like so. So that should be it. Oh, neat. Pop in and state latest. Oh, cool. Oh, neat. All right. Let's do a refresh. All right, let's do another refresh. It could have just taken a little while. Damn. All right. Whoa. Oh, and we've got ads running. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to think about this particular one. So it's reaching the end, but it's I really should be I need to double check all the data that I'm sending down. And I need to confirm everything. It's probably something very, very quick and easy for me to actually fix. So yeah, it will be yeah, won't take too long. All right, So I'm just deep in thought right now. All right, so if I were to adjust the end, yeah. Okay. Anyway, welcome back everyone. I was just thinking. So the idea is it's not really reaching the end. What we need to do is we need... Yeah, it's just hitting that sort of thing. So what I want to do, move this to the left. I want to go into the view. I might need to refresh. Need to close that, hit refresh. Sorry, this is a bug. I've hit the other bug. Oh. No, those are not bugs. I've hit my, I've just done a brain fart, essentially. I forgot to rerun the watch. Easy done. Okay, cool. So, just rerunning this. I keep dropping my pen. I'm terribly sorry. I fidget a lot. So if I open up this, let's open up network, let's hit reload. That will definitely clear any cached stuff. If we go over here, there we go. It is rendering perfectly now. Cool. So that was a quick and easy sort of fix. And should be able to, yeah, all right, cool. Cool, sweet. So, this is now ready for retesting. I want to make a few more changes. So these little bars and stuff like that, that hop on the end. I want to change that up a little. The reason being is I think I can make them look nicer. So we've got the get row bar start. And, oh, sorry. And what we have is we've got a background color above, but what we kind of want to do is we can go background color on here and go RGBA. We can do 255, 255, 255, 255, make it white, but then drop this down into 0.5. I mean, that does kind of, it looks terrible, not gonna lie. It's because of the border. Yeah. Border left and border right. If we get rid of that, what we could potentially have is something that will hopefully people see it and be like, oh, okay, cool. What if I do that and hover over it? And then, yeah. Okay, so I need to get rid of the borders. And make something which is somewhat noticeable of a different color. And what I could do is let's click on this. Let's go the black and we can do the darker colors. I mean, that will work really well as that. And then when they're smushed up, yeah, I like that. I really like that. So, going into here, we're going to change some sass around. We're going to be very sassy about it. We're going to go sass. We're going to go components. We're going to go Gantt chart. I said we're going to use Gantt chart. There it is. This is why I have everything in alphabetical order. I would be hopeless at finding things. So we are searching for the border type of stuff. So this would be part of the Gantt row bar. So it'll be Gantt row render bar, Gantt row bar. We've got border left, we've got border right. We're getting rid of those. Yeah, just don't like them. And then we got the get row bar start and get row bar end. And what we have is background color. And then what we want to do is we're just going to yank this. And we're going to paste it in here. Like so. So that will give us a darkness on either side. So that will hopefully tell the user, hey, you can actually move this. Along with the little thing there. All right, cool. So if we wait a few seconds, hit reload. There you go. That looks a lot better. And now it's all minimized and stuff like that. Cool. I like that. Sweet. So yeah, everything's working there now, and that looks a lot better. Another thing we could potentially do is add in a zone of when the thing starts. So we've got it starting at 6:43. Don't know why. So we could add in something down here that sort of sits there being like, hey, this is going to start at 6:43. I mean, I could do that. That would be good, but I think that's too much fiddling for the moment. We could do a rendered line. Oh, sorry. That would work. Yeah, not sure. I do like these in the new form. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. All right, let's upload this. Let's upload these changes. So we want to go over here. What we want to do is git status, git add source, git status again. We haven't changed anything else in here. So it's all static. Cool. Yeah. Git commit, bug fix, paste, git push. All right, so we can say this one is now ready for retesting. Our duplicated card problem. Now we haven't really thought of this properly. Yeah, essentially the idea being is we do a quick check to make sure there's no duplicate objects within a given column, and then if there is actually no duplicate user code, cards code. I am thinking of something completely different. The following code is used in two places. Might be best to create a simple component that can be used in multiple spots. All right, this is a different ticket. I'm thinking of something else. This one we can actually fix tonight. So we use it in groups, users, modules, and card users. And yet, let's get this fixed. This is just a simple, yeah, it's just a simple div. So yeah. And what is the difference? All right, let's close everything. Let's go in project. So we use it in this one. In this one. And both times we've got a user list, an object user list, and Now that would be different. All right. Okay, so the idea is we want to probably put this into a component. Yeah, a component. Now, what we could potentially do is we've got two options here. That's my iPad. All right. Problem. Duplicate code does same thing. So essentially, this is creating the user cards and so forth like that. And we just place this in a list. What we could potentially do is we can create a component for this at this level. And then just call that in. And if we have a look here, you'll see that adding user status. Which doesn't make much sense. Okay, this is just a quiet song. Ooh, all right. Nocturnal, give it 5 minutes. I think the new release, the hotfix, will be done. Yeah, this won't take too long. This will take 5 minutes if. All right, so through this, yeah, we've got a list of user card list. We could potentially do this. It should work. With the, so that's groups and users with the cards list. It's essentially the same. Apart from that little one thing. So what actually happens is the object user list, if it equals 0 and the adding user status is set to true, that will turn into false, in which case it'll render this with the this in here. So there is a little bit of difference in here. Now the card users doesn't have that feature. So what we're going to have to do is, instead of rendering this, we want to render each one of these. So, yeah. Okay. That should be fine. Yeah, I can do that. I can render each one of those. And essentially, it will just take... We'll have the object list. They'll be fine. We just have the v4. And then it'll probably be easy to render those in the component itself. Otherwise, this will always... If it's false, then that becomes true. In which case, we don't need to worry about it. We just pass it down. And then we just worry about profile picture and, ooh, remove user. That will need to go upstream. Do we have remove user in here? Yeah, that just needs to go upstream. That's just a simple emit. All right, we can do this. We can do this. There's a bunch of this is loading data. That will be... Yeah. That'll be false by default. All right. So what we want to do is we want to actually rip this functionality out of the groups and user module very first thing. So we want to go in and go render. We want to right hand click. We want to go new. We want to go new file. And what we're going to call this is render user card list.vue. And we're going to call this render user card list. At the moment, we're not going to use any components. We'll have some props. So the props that will pass down is the object user list. So object user list, that is going to be type array. And default is going to be an empty array. The next sort of value we want to pass down is loading data. That's going to be type boolean. Default is going to be false. So by default, that's just going to be false. And then it gets triggered on and off. The next one is adding user status. Once again, that's going to be type boolean. Default is going to be false. And that's that for the moment. And then with the methods, so if we have a look into here, we've got profile pictures. So what I want to do, straight away, I want to cut this. I'm just going to paste it in. We're going to fix this up very, very quickly. And what we want to do is we want to have render user card list. Now we've got render user card here. I must have added it in, but not actually done anything with it. So we can actually utilize that. So if we go down here at least. We've got the JavaScript stuff. We've got the VueJS. We want the components. What we want is import render user card from, like so, and then in here we just go render user card. So that will deal with that for the moment. And then now we just need to key into here the adding user status, loading data, and object list. So vbind loading data equals loading data. Vbind and then object user list equals object user list. Oh, didn't I do that correctly? Oh, I didn't do that correctly. Yeah, I used the old one. Not a problem. So, let's quickly fix this up. So this is fine. And what I could do is I can move a lot of this down into render user card. Yeah, all right. So, in this sort of case, we don't need this or this, because this won't be a for statement at all. This will be quite literally us doing this. And then what we need to do, that's template script. Export default name. That's just going to be render user card. And then our props will be a simple user is going to be type object default return absolutely nothing. The methods, we're going to have the, these are going to be like remove user, and it's going to go up and up and up. I'm going to veto this. So I'm just going to... No. I want on this particular one. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it on this one. The component's small enough. Ooh. Yeah, we don't need to worry about much. Now, we need a user level and stuff like that. So let's start from the top. So we go through, this works, this works, this works, this works. Profile picture, we just go into here. Scroll down, profile picture. We just cut that out from here. Like so. And then down here, methods, we just paste it in. Cool, done. All right. So, going back up here, sorry, into this one. Profile picture will work now. That will work. User level we don't have, but what we can do is import map getters from VueJS, like so. And then down here, we'll have our computed .map getters. And I just realized this is wrong. It's meant to be lowercase. And then we'll have user level, and that will be get user level. Okay, cool. Now the icons, I'm just wondering if we do actually still have icons up here, so we're not going to strip this out from up here. We're actually just going to copy. I'm just going to paste this in, and then what we have is components, and then we go icon, and then we'll have make sense. And the mix ends will essentially, we're just grabbing that. So Vuex components makes sense. All right, cool. Ooh, and then we just need it in here, and it'll be icon mix in. We're all happy with that. All right, sorry, I was meant to click on this one. Actually, no, go in this one. Scroll up. We've got remove user. So, and this has username. So username. This will be this $emit. Remove user username, and that's it. That's all we need. Okay, cool. So up here, where we have the render user card list, what we have is v on remove user equals remove user. It's that simple. And that's all we need to do. So this is groups and users module. Now, are we running? No. npm run watch, making sure we got the latest version. Okay. Oh, no, we're already running it. But I was doing something silly. Oh, and we have an ad break. Sorry about that. All right. Just gonna click on that. That's bringing up that. Sweet. Yeah, I think there. Oh, 2 errors. No VF. All right, cool. Yep. We've got an error. Yeah, it's just. I know why. You're heading out for a bit. All right, sweet. That thing should be released any second now. I should double check. But yeah, thank you very much for coming along, Nocturnal, and have a great day. I'm glad we got to the bottom of it. So yeah, where's my deploy? All right, cool. Docker image built. So I'm going to update my my demo version and my prod version. And yeah. Anyway, I should bring this back. Okay, cool. So what I did was I pushed this back in to fix up that error. Everything's successful now. So if we actually go over to here and let's reload, I'm going to close that. So if we add a user into this project, let's add them all in. All right, we have something broken, but let's see if I can remove someone. All right, sweet. I can still remove someone. So the profile picture is not working because we don't have the static URL. We just need to go up here and go static URL is get static URL. We also need the root URL. And that's as simple as that. So we've got the root, we've got the static. That way the images will now work perfectly fine. We'll have remove user. Remove user works perfectly fine. All right, sweet. Okay. Also, sorry, I'm just playing with my app services at the moment. I'm trying to keep my production up with the latest version because I'm dogfooding NearBeach. So I'm using NearBeach to build NearBeach. So I want the latest version so I can find out if there's any issues and so forth like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing over there. All right, so let's get these images fixed up. Let's also go into my profile. Let's actually update my profile picture. Let's go into NearBeach. Let's go into pictures. Let's go into profile pictures. Let's use, yeah, I like this one. And let's hit reload. There we go. Cool. So we're all in here. And yeah, we can remove users, we can add users in. This works perfectly. So now what we need to do is test it with the card users. So essentially, it's this whole section. I like that. We don't need that. Oh, shoot, we did need that. Damn it. That's fine. I can just do this. Render use card list. What we need to do is we just need to copy this. So with this, we need to get rid of it down to there. And then all we need is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so what I need to do, components, map getters. All right. Done. So that's in place. We don't have adding user status. We also don't have loading data, but we've got defaults for them. So we're going to do that. So now if we go, let's close this. Let's Let's go list all objects. Let's scroll down to the Kanban board. Let's go bang like this. Let's go users. We don't have any users at the moment. What I want to do is I want to add a bunch, and I go add users, boom, and then I'm like, yeah, let's, whoa. All right. A simple card. All right, something's different. Let's check our code. So we want to go source, JavaScript, components, card information, card users. So in the past, when people clicked on this, it'll be remove user. So it does a remove user down here. Yeah. Don't see why that would be different. So what I'm going to do I'm undoing it all. And we're going to hit save. We're going to recompile. We're going to make sure it recompiles. And we're going to see what happens. All right, we actually have a bigger bug here. So I am going to see what happens with this. Property static URL was accessed during rendered but not defined on instance. All right, let's... It is defined. But that might be up here. It might be... Yeah, in here it might... All right, I'm putting that in there temporarily. We've got the root. Actually, no, we can key it in here. That's fine. Just means that we're not using that particular thing. So if I hit refresh, sweet, I open up this. Static URL was, all right, we're just gonna wait just a little while. Gonna hit yes, I'm gonna hit users. All right, and then if we click on read only, everything disappears, but then nothing happens. Do we actually send something? Remove user. We haven't removed you read only. All right, I'm doing something wrong here. Okay. Let's go. Install objects. Let's open up a project. Let's go into the network. Let's remove everything, and let's just remove team leader from here. So we go. We're not hitting this either. Yeah, it is sending team leader back. Okay. We have a bigger issue here. What I'm going to do I'm going to do this. Like so. I'm just wondering, initially, we didn't have the modal pop up and be like, yo, are you sure you want to remove this user? It is sending it to the right place. That is good. But yeah, it's just not removing the user correctly. So I think this is a different bug. So we've fixed the initial bug. So if we go refresh, this is rendering correctly. This is how we want it to render. It's rendering in this sort of nice little format. I'm going to say that's done. And I'm just going to go git add source, git commit bug fix, and git push. But I'm going to put in a critical issue. Cannot remove users from Kanban cards. And we're going to record this. All right, cool. So, method one, go to log into NearBeach. 2, go to an active Kanban board. 3, open a card for, go to the user tab on the card information. Remove a user. Expected results, only that user is removed. Actual results some weird error with the data. Also, the user is not removed correctly. All right, cool. See the video. Up to do. All right, cool. That did upload it. Cool. All right. Who am I sending? This is for myself. So whenever anyone finds a bug or something like that, what I do to keep track of it is I'm using uTrack, which is part of the JetBrains sort of ecosystem. We were on Bugzilla for a while, but we switched over to this one. So yeah, I'm the developer and I'm sending it to essentially back to myself. So yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll probably fix it in the next stream. I would fix it right now, except it's almost 10 o'clock. I've actually got to stop stream soon, because yeah, I've got to go to sleep. Essentially, I've got to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, you love tracking bugs, the linear app and tasks. Oh, fair enough. I have not used it. So yeah, one day I'll probably make my own bug tracking software and stuff like that. But for the moment, we'll be just using this. All right, so this will be Kanban card. This one we definitely want to fix in this version. So yeah, I'm going to call it critical. That will block me doing a release tonight. I will, however, that being said, I will move this one over into the next one, this over to the next one. And this over into the next one. All right, cool. So yeah. So we'll knock that down to 3. We've just got it's ready for retesting. I did just push that, so that's good. So yeah, we've just got one critical to do that. I would love one which would have a web interface and a Discord bot which would let you add items to it. Oh. I can see that happening if you got an API. I mean, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to get that done. So, yeah. And if I were to do it, I would spend time building up an API for NearBeach, like a proper API for NearBeach, and I'll also build up the API for the bug thing, and actually get them connected. So, yeah. All right. Let's find someone to raid tonight. All right, let's raid White Panther. She's got a weird bug. We've got our weird bug, but we've got our solution for our weird bug. So yeah, all right. Yeah, I do kind of want to build up on NearBeach to the point where